This is good to go. Start off with my screen here, my disclaimer. I should actually just type this up as a document. I don't like seeing this starting forting on YouTube. Anyway, all right, guys, for those of you who may not already know me, my name is Mark with a C Blake, and I am your humble servant trader here. A disclaimer on Profits Before Sunrise, where we take only the highest probability trade ideas, executing them with discipline, patience, and consistency. On this call this morning, I want you guys to be reminded that this is for informational purposes only. This is not to be taken as financial advice. Trading involves risk. So please be careful and manage your risk. Past results do not guarantee future results. I do encourage each and every one of you to learn so that you can earn in the highest or most liquid financial markets out there. All right. Wonderful, ladies and gentlemen. Let's kickstart today's session. If you are on YouTube, please do go ahead and subscribe. It does the channel a whole lot when you like the videos. If you don't like them, then hit the dislike button as well. Either way, guys, give us some feedback. Drop anything in the comments if you wish to see something in particular be discussed. Dropped in the comments down below. I'll definitely explore going through that. All right. All right, let's get started. We want to get started by looking at the fundamentals of the market, and we do so by looking at forexfactory.com. All right, forexfactory.com. All right, so let's go on over to forexfactory.com. And today being Wednesday, March the 20th, we had CPI news for GBP, and we have 1 o'clock p.m. news coming out for USD. And today's oil also, we have crude oil inventories coming out as well. But nothing directly affecting our ability to trade this morning. All right, nothing here. I don't see anything here. 7:30 p.m. tonight, we're gonna have also AUD. All right, let's swing on over to the currency strength meter so we can identify what we're working with here when it comes on to the currencies. Currency strength meter. All right. So here we go. We have 4 pairs that we normally look at, or I should say 4 currencies. We look at Euro, we look at JPY, USD, and AUD. And of late, we've been checking out GBP as well. So 5 currencies. And I like to start off with the one that's moving the most. And how do I know that? I know that from the distance between the green bars. So for example, USD is very strong right now, and JPY is very weak. So I'd go to that one first. I'd look at USD JPY for the buy. Why? Because the US dollar is greater than the Japanese yen. All right. So let's swing on over to the charts real quick and have a look at the USD JPY. All right, so starting off on the 5-minute chart, guys, USD JPY. Ooh, look at this move, man, from yesterday. From yesterday, we could be up to the tune of 131 pips. Jeez Louise. All right. And you know what's strange sometimes for leverage trades, guys? Sometimes when I do leverage trades and I see these markets move, I always say to myself, like, yo, this thing could not move anymore. It must be getting ready to turn down for ourselves. And you know, the truth is, sometimes it just continues to move. You know, I'm like, wow, never ever think the trend is done until the trend is done, guys. It's like, don't even think that there's a measure for that, because there isn't. It's done when it's done, yo. Get on where you can, get in where you fit in. or fit in where you get it. But get on that when you can, guys, because trust me, it will move. It's already gone 130 something pips since yesterday, and who would have thought that? Anyway, strong buy on USD JPY. If USD is moving up in the charts, guys, that signals that the US dollar is getting stronger if you're looking at USD JPY. Okay. So if it's getting stronger, it's going up. If it's going down, it means that JPY is getting stronger and the USD is getting weaker. All right. So if we're looking for a possible opportunity to buy the market, I'll be looking at this level here with the potential of coming back down to this level also. And I also have a level here. All right. And hopefully we can see a reaction here for binary. So we can jump into something in the nick of time. But if we don't get anything, that's okay. I understand the market doesn't want to give it to us right now. I am willing to wait. All right. So we're looking to see if price is going to break out and retest to head on up as well from the upside there. Right now, the market is pushing up from being on the oversold line, did not go oversold, and also did not go oversold for this one either. And I'm not surprised because we are very heavy. We're in a strong, strong buy. So the momentum is heavy to the upside. So you may not get those kind of pullbacks that you're looking for because the market wants to push. So this candlestick here could have been definitely one to get in on the 515. All right, so since that's not directly set up, let me go ahead and set an alert just in case it wants to come back down there, and we'll look at that another time. All right, let's now look at Euro JPY. Euro JPY would be the next on the list with a bullish move, and we can see the bullish move is already happening, leaving the station already. All right, no problem. All right, so it looks like it respected this high here, who would have thought? Who would have thought? But it was traveling down on the retracement leg. It was traveling down on the retracement leg, and then it broke the trend and gave you what? Dropped in the chat, guys, for my students on Zoom. What is it called when we break this level and start going back up? Drop in the chat, let me know. All right. So we broke this level, which was the last high. We broke that right there, came back down, retesting, and we're pushing up. Great, great try, Dr. Linda Bacon, but that's not it. All right. So if we did this, this would have been the breakout structure. If we're coming down, that would have been the breakout structure. This would have been a breakout structure. This would have been a breakout structure. But when you break this level going in the opposite direction, what's it called? There you go. There you go. It's a change of character. And by the way, JMax, you're not allowed to answer, okay? I don't know why I had to say that out loud. You're not allowed to answer, JMax. All right. You see how you do me all the time? They're like, I got Mark, put your hand down. You didn't even put your hands up, you just black. Oh gosh, you're like that bright student in the front. J Max, sit down, put your hand down. You know already. Anyways, yeah, guys. So this is the change of character. All right. And then we created a new high here. So this was a high, this was a lower high, this was a lower high. Believe it or not, this is a lower high on a different time frame. And lower high here. This was the last lower high. We did not create another lower high, so we broke that and we switched. So we just switched from a downtrend, not a downtrend. We just switched from the retracement leg back into an impulse leg. All right. You guys following the market structure? Again, that's the greatest thing, guys. I believe, at least. So I'm gonna take these things out. And so what I'm looking for now is a break, a retest back to the trend line, possibly, and a push up. Okay. But I don't want to crowd up the screen, so you guys know what y'all looking for. We already push up already, so we're just waiting for this right now. So I'll put an alert right there. Get it, guys? Got it? Get it? Good. All right, next up, we'll be looking at EURUSD, which looks like it's going for a sell. So imagine we were just buying the EURUSD, looking good, and then it just switched. Well, first of all, we were attempting to buy it, I believe, right here, I think it was, and it just switched into a sell. No problem. We were ready for the sell. All right, so took it down. Now that it went down, we had another change of character right here. This change of character showed that price started to push up. Then we kind of went sideways, slight push up, then we just tanked. I don't know what news event caused this or what happened at 2:35 a.m. this morning, but that's clearly like a news event. Let me actually back up and go into Forex and check. I see nothing that should have caused that. Or GBP at 2 o'clock a.m. Well, that shouldn't have really affect us that big, but it did. 2 o'clock a.m. GBP. I guess Euro, yeah, Euro GBP, pretty close. So GBP came up with CPI. Oh, that's when GBP CPI is 2 o'clock a.m. London session. Okay, okay. So that's CPI, guys. Clearly, it disturbed the Euro USD, and so that nice momentum it had going up just got disturbed, and it went right on down. So with that being said, let us continue to identify the opportunities here. See these candles? These kind of candles create a lot of imbalance in the market. These candles create a lot of imbalance in the market. And that's why when I see news make moves like that, I say what goes down must come up. Because when you have massive push to the downside, it creates inefficiencies in the market, which then needs to be rectified. And so these imbalances in the market, they also call them fair value gap. They need to be filled. So a lot of times when the price is pushing down, I'm waiting for a change of character to start taking the market back up, right? Because I know that price needs to do that. Naturally, let me not say need. Market doesn't need to do anything. I would like to see it push right back on up to fill these imbalances. But truth be told, these guys, this could continue to drop if she wants to. All right, and not care one bit. Just taking money, taking money, taking money until it's time. That's when you least expect it. Then it pushes right back on up. So we move with the market. So the market right now, we need to see it give us an overbought position, and then I'll be looking to take it down for a sell. But this is the kind of in the general vicinity where I'd like to take that trade. If it pulls back up, right, there will be my next shot. But again, guys, it could break this high and just start to press right back on up. I'd wait for a change of character for that. All right, next up is GBP JPY. Before I even go to the AUDs. Actually, no, I could go to AUD USD. AUD USD has a nice spread between it with respect to the strength. All right, so AUD USD should be selling, should be selling, should be selling. And indeed it is. All right, looks weird though. But we are below the moving average. We don't have a retest zone as yet. These are all on the upside. This is sideways. This is down. All right. So if anything, I'd be looking at this area to be broken and retested right here. And it was respected. It was broken. It was respected again. You see the break and retest right here? Very subtle, but still worth it. Still valued, right? Push, push, push. Broke it with this candlestick. So this didn't break it. This respected it. It came down, hit it, went right back up. Mark, hit it? What do you mean by hit it? What are you talking about? We got people on YouTube that has no clue what we're talking about here, guys. All right. So look, here is the floor. Here's the floor of the last floor. And then we came down to it, respected it, went back up, broke it, respected it here, retested it, sorry, and then dropped again. All right, ultimately creating another floor here, which it broke, respected it again, especially with a doji. This is a nice doji pattern right here. You guys should be able to tell me what that pattern is. That reversal pattern, price dropped, and then we had another floor here. Price is now pushing up. Now we are waiting for another move. Where is that move going to come from? Well, it could be generated from this level with a push down, or it could be generated after we break the floor to keep going down. Okay, but we're not there as yet. So my co-host here says that she cleared a 620. So that's 520 our time. So she cleared it on this candlestick here on drop. All right. Let's go ahead on over and see where yep, look at the MACD, guys. For those of you who trade on the walls with JMax, you guys should know her strategy by now. And you can see the 620 candle here dropping. You can see the cross on the MACD and spread out. That's a nice drop. All right. So if you guys came to it earlier, you could have taken it. You guys know that's not my trade, but for those of you who trade the JMax way with that strategy, you guys could have been golden on this drop right here. All right. All right. Wonderful. So that's AUD, USD. And then let's look at AUDJPY, which should be buying, because AUD is stronger than the Japanese yen right now. But clearly not lined up for us just yet. So I'm just going to tag it and I want to find out where we could get that buy opportunity. So price was pushing up, created a high, broke the low, fake out to the downside, continued to push up, creating higher highs. Then you got a break. This is a change of character. No, the change of character. Oh, guys, point to note. Watch this. Right here was your high, correct? This low, right? Although it broke and retested, some people might consider this a change of character. However, I don't. The impulse move, the last impulse move, was really and truly generated from actually right here. That was the impulse move. So I guess, yeah, but it's not this low that created the change of character. It's this low. This series of candlesticks that's moving sideways here created an impulse that broke the recent high. Where's the recent high? Right here. This was the most recent high. So it came up, rejected, came up, rejected, came up, rejected. And then this candlestick broke it. Pay close attention to this, guys. This is very important because I had to figure this one out too. Watch this. If this candlestick down here, this doji looking candle, this hangman looking candle, if this generated a high that pushed up to here, then went sideways, this doesn't really count, right? Because it died here. The impulse died here. But this low generated this high, and that's the high that broke. So whichever low that generated the high that breaks the recent high is the low that needs to be broken. Let me say that again slowly. Listen again closely, guys. You might even want to write this down. The faintest ink is better than the sharpest mind. Listen to this. The low that generates the impulse that creates the next high that breaks or broke the recent high is the low that needs to be broken for a change of character. Okay? Hope you guys were able to get that. The low that generates the high that breaks the recent high is the low that needs to be broken for a change of character. So here you go. Price now came here, formed a boom, boom, boom. So you started kind of consolidating here. And then finally she broke to the downside. That's your change of character. Price came back up, retested it, and then dropped. Coming ultimately to this low, broke straight through it, came back up, retested it here, then dropped, and is constantly retesting it right now. Okay? But this showed that we were moving from an impulse into a retracement. Now we need to move back into an impulse because we're buying the market. So we are now pushing up from there. Got it, guys? If you got that, drop a 222 in the chat because that is very, very important. Because here's the thing, you will think that your change of character came somewhere when it didn't. And you go taking that change of character as your gospel, but it really wasn't a true change of character. A matter of fact, I'll even go as far as saying most people, it would have been better if you look at this one versus this one. If that makes sense, guys, drop a 222 in the chat. If not, don't worry. We'll go over it later tonight. All right. So last high, I don't see any twos, so that means y'all are probably confused on that one. All right, cool. No doubt. We'll go over it later. All right, so we're breaking above the last zone. And so I'm looking now for a retest. All right, guys, remind me to go over that later tonight. All right, so you guys can get it. That's key information. I've lost a couple trades, and when I went back and back tested, I was like, yo, that wasn't the real change of character though. You took the wrong change of character. So I had to make sure I definitively know where it is. I had to define it to the T and say, okay, that is it. That's the one. I need to only focus solely on those if I'm going to be trading the strategy I shared with you guys last night. Okie dokes. So we're waiting for price to come on back down to retest this floor to possibly give us a push back up to buy. All right. All right, so we're done with that. Let's swing on over to GBP, JPY. Should be buying, should be buying, should be buying. And we have a green arrow on GBP, JPY. Let me go ahead and refresh as well. All right, so we're pushing up. We had a retracement here. We are now at this zone. All right, finally broke it here, just teasing above. Not a good enough break for me. So I need to see price breakout. Give me a proper retest to keep moving to the upside. You know, some people say, Mark, how do you know these are the zones and how do you draw them so quick? Because we look at the markets every single day and we have studied the moves of the market and we have seen time and time again, without fail, that the market will respect these areas. It will respect it. Either it will get rejected or it will break through it and come back and retest it and then keep moving again. So for binary trades where we need to catch the impulse of moves, where we need to catch the reaction of the moves of the market, we need to identify these key areas of, these are our key areas of interest, right? These zones. So we're waiting for price to break out and give us a trade there. All right, lastly, we're looking at GBPUSD. The time now is 5:35. We should have gotten a move already, but nothing happens before it's time in the market. So we patiently wait. So we have a floor here that was broken, retested, dropped. We came to a floor here, also respected, pushed up. So we're somewhat in a holding pattern right here. But overall, we should be selling, we should be selling, we should be selling. Let me go ahead and add an alert there. So we're done, guys. We're all done. Let's go back and look at what the DXY did yesterday, because we have been mapping the DXY. All right, so the DXY is now up to the zone that we had identified yesterday as a potential reversal area. So let's see how she does today leading into tomorrow. By the end of the week, we should see what the US dollar is doing by the end of the week. All right, so let's keep our eye on that. Let's keep our eye laser sharp focus on that. Somebody says, why are we so focused on the DXY? Because the DXY, ladies and gentlemen, is a measure of the US dollar's value, right? And so as we see the ups and downs on the DXY, we can clearly predict the ups and downs on other things that have USD in it, like EURUSD, USD JPY, but EURUSD more than anything else. So we know that EURUSD is inversely related to the DXY. So if this is getting ready to go down, EURUSD should be getting ready to go up, right? So if it's not clearly seen on the EURUSD, it will clearly be seen on this. And if price does not respect this level and push up, then, I mean, we're already late for the trade, right? But we could be early for the next move, which is what we're trying to predict. So just keep that in mind. All right, let's cycle back through the pairs. So USD JPY is still making its rounds to the upside. Why is it that we have not marked this up as yet? I'm not sure. So we have a floor here. Price came down, tagged it. We have a high here, an ultimate high that we're approaching right now. Also over here, we have the same high, similar high over here as well. And that's about the size of it. Now we need to see price break out of this area and keep on moving. So we could get a push out. Oh, that's why I didn't mark it up. This is the daily, guys. Silly me. But that's still valid, because if we have a major high here, get ready for a correction on the lower time frames. All right, get ready for a rejection at the lower time frame. I only want to see this on the daily. So I'm just gonna go to visibility on intervals, current interval only, and then drop down to the 5-minute. I knew I had this marked up. I was wondering. Yeah, there we go. So we have not yet gotten the move we need to get into the market. We need a break above and a retest of this area. Or worst case scenario, we needed to see price drop back down to this area to then take the pushback up. That also works, but we didn't catch that. So let it continue to move. Let's look at the EJ. EJ came down, respected this level and is pushing up, respected the 50 on the RSI. I like when it goes below the 30, but the 50 is valid as well, especially if you have heavy momentum. We don't really have a whole lot of trades where we get this, but listen, it happens. And Euro has a green arrow. We also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars difference. So yeah, it's just trending. The momentum is high. So that's definitely a good move to the upside. I see you, Mr. Ellis, cleared his EJ trade. That would have been on this. Let me go check to see if it was crossing. Do, This is crossing on the 0 line from up above going down. And then, yeah, so RSI pushed up, but this wasn't a MACD trade. All right. Wonderful. Euro USD, let's see. All right, let's see. All right, so waiting for it to drop. Needed for it to continue pushing up back to this level, then the drop. Nothing there as yet. It's now 540. We are back up in the zone, guys, for AUD USD. We are back up in the zone for AUD USD and potentially dropping. I don't have my setup yet on AUD USD. I like to see when the market goes overbought, which is above the 70% line. I'm not quite there as yet, so I'm waiting. But definitely we could see a drop from here. We could see this. This is what we're looking for. So we got the push up, started to push up from 525, came up back to the zone, and at 535, we got a rejection candle, and we could be heading right back on down now. Okay, let me check. MACD is looking nice. We're getting the cross on the MACD right now. So this is definitely looking good for a MACD sell, guys. A MACD sell. MACD sell. Yeah, buddy. All right. So y'all can keep watching that. AUD USD for the MACD sell coming up. All right, AUDJPY. All right, so we broke the high. Now we're back into the retest mode, testing the high. Of course, you guys know that's not my trade as yet, though, because I needed to come back on down. But definitely, you guys can see prices breaking to the upside. We just need to wait for it to come back down to give us this setup. GBP JPY, also waiting on it to give us the setup. Right? Setup. All right, so we're waiting for this also to give us this drop. Now, if she breaks through this high, right, this resistance area, then I'll be looking for this area as my next possible move, because this is the push down from here, coming all the way down to here, then it pushed up, then it fell again, and then it broke back to the upside. So I'm looking at the impulse from here to down here. All right, I'm waiting for that. Grab my fibs here. Ooh, look at that respect at the 61.8. Perfect drop. All right. So we wait. All right, so those are all the pairs that we're going through for now. What's this? Let me get rid of these alerts. TP1 smashed. Yeah, that was yesterday's trade. Man, yesterday's trade just brought me back to trustyourtrade.com. Trustyourtrade.com. It came yesterday's US 30 trade, man, it came a pipette from my TP, you know. And you know what I said? I said, nah, I'm not closing it out. I'm gonna follow the strategy to the T. I'm gonna let my TP get smashed. And guys, it like, all right, so let me show you. Like it was, let's say it was right here. So let's say my TP was here, right? Just watch this for example. Let's say my TP was here. It came like this. And I was like, nah, I'm not gonna exit the trade. I'm gonna leave it. Like it was like 92 pips. and my TP was like at 90. No, it was 96, and my TP was at 97. And it came right there. And it dropped. I was like, nah, and I'm not coming out either. I watched that bad boy pull all the way back down. And I was like, I'm holding steadfast, man. It's gotta have to stop me out. Guys, it went right back up and just smashed DP. I was like, that's what's up. That's what's up. I said, thank you very much. And I just closed my machine. All right, so AUD is ringing the bell, ringing the bell, ringing the bell, ringing the bell. You can see that she's now overbought, but also, like I said to you guys, she pushed past the zone. So we could be seeing some push up to the higher zone here. All right, so let's wait for that. GBPUSD also making up some noise, telling us that she's there as well, pushing up. All right, so keep your eyes out for GBP USD, guys, and I believe it was AUD USD. AUD USD and GBP USD. Keep your eyes out on AUD USD and GBP USD. All right, time now is 5:46. EURUJPY is also seeming to be ready, ringing the bell. Everybody's ringing the bell now. All right. So we're looking for a buy. Price did not give us the breakout to the upside, but instead she's dropping. So we could get the bounce off the floor to push up. Keep your eyes on EJ as well, guys. So AUDJPY, EJ, and GBPUSD. Keep your eyes on those. AUDJPY, Euro, JPY, and GBP USD. No, it's not AUDJPY. AUDUSD, my apologies. So AUDUSD, keep your eyes on that. EJ, keep your eyes on that for the buy. And then I think it was GBP USD. All right. So AUDUSD pushing up. You're waiting for the opportunity to sell. That could be coming up shortly because the 1 minute is overbought. 5 minutes is touching overbought. We just need a nice proper zone here. It could be getting rejected now. Big, massive rejection candle here. We can't do anything until 550, which is the next 5-minute candlestick. GBP USD also pushing up. EJ should be pushing up. All right, so we're getting the 1 minute rejection already. That's at 5:48, so that's a bit too late, too early. So too late meaning the 5:45, ladies and gentlemen, was this candlestick. At 5:45, that's the time frame in which we could possibly take the next move, because that's the new 5-minute candle. But it did not give it to us. It gave us this massive drop, right? So I could not take that. I could not take this. I could not take this. This is the only one that I could take, but it's at 5:48, right? Which means that the next candlestick is 5:49. It's going to end at 5:50. That really only gives me 2 minutes in the trade, right? So that wouldn't work out because I'm strictly 3 minutes. All right, waiting for USDJPY. USDJPY is coming down slowly. AUDJPY, we can move this out the way because that's not gonna happen in our time frame. EURUSD should be selling, should be selling, should be selling. It's currently at the floor right now, so we can move that out the way. GBP, JPY, also out the way. So the four pairs that's on our radar right now is AUD USD. Time now is 5:50, guys. AUD USD, looking for a convincing candle there. I don't like the 1 minute, how the 1 minute is looking. Don't like the 1 minute. Plus, there's a big gap on the 5 minute. What does gap signal? The gap signals momentum to the upside, that the bulls are really pushing the market up. GBP USD. GBP USD, we're looking for a convincing candle to the downside. 58 second is coming up. Don't have that as yet. On GBP USD, 3 minutes on the clock. It's kind of shifting now, but it's just really hesitant in dropping. 58 is right. Ooh, right there. But it's green. It's a doji. It switched last minute on my broker. Anyways, let's see how she rides out. AUD USD. AUD USD is giving us a drop. Whoa, big push up. Last minute push ups, guys. Market's getting erratic. 6 o'clock is coming up. All right, let's see. She's still pushing AUD USD. We're waiting for the drop. The 5 minute is just flirting with that 70% line right now. It's flirting with it. The 1 minute was already overbought, dropped, went back up, tested it, and dropped again. All right, so the AUD USD is playing around. But this could be a good candle to jump in on the 58 second because it is a convincing candle. Seems like my candlestick is moving like wildfire right now. All right, so if you guys got in, you should have gotten in on this candlestick here on AUD USD. That would have been your convincing candle at 5:51. I'm juggling these four pairs, guys. GBP USD was not able to swing over to that in time, but doesn't look like I got anything there. These candles kind of look weird. These 1 minute candles look a bit weird. What do you mean by the look weird, Mark? I have two dojis, which means that there is indecision. The market wants to drop, but then all of a sudden I have a lower entry position, which means that bears are pushing the market down heavily because you had a big gap from right here to right here. You had a big gap from here, 26979, to here, 6977. Big gap. Mark, what do you mean by there's a gap? Because the sellers are pushing the market down significantly. So the market closed here, but let me zoom in because this is important too, guys. Watch this. The market closed here, but then opened all the way down here, creating this big gap, then pushed up all the way up to here, then dropped all the way back down. Yeah, that's fishy. I don't like that movement. That's kind of fishy. All right. That is fishy. So anyways, big selling pressure here. Candlesticks are moving weird. Would not have given you a clean, clear entry on the GBP USD. I'm about to clear it though, the GBP USD. I'm about to clear it in 3, 2, 1, cleared. All right, awesome. So I got in here. The doji kind of tricked me, guys, because on my broker it was green, it was red. I am anticipating the drop because of the zone here. I'm anticipating the drop because of this zone. We are at the 70% line, and so I took the sell. And guys, although again the market, the 1 minute price action is kind of moving crazy, it's giving us the movement nevertheless. So let me know if you guys were able to take that with me. If you were able to take that with me and clear, wonderful. It was a nice clear too. Nice clean clear, 3% in the books. Let's look at EURUSD JPY. Did you guys get to take that trade? Drop a no in the chat if you didn't. Drop a 333 if you got it and cleared. I'm only seeing Mr. Ellis. I see you, Baker. I see you, I see you, I see you. All right, cool. All right, Haley. Haley, cleared it. All right, wonderful. Lovely. All right, good. All right, good. So it is 5:55, guys. Our patients paid on AU today and on GBP JPY. AU paid up for nicely for a lot of the students here. And you guys can, you guys on YouTube, you guys can't see how many clears we got over here on Zoom, but the students absolutely slaughtered AUD USD today. Just taking that those sell positions on AUD USD. Awesome. Cleared landing. You got the cross here. Nice clean cross. You got the 5 minute right here. You have the zone right here. A lot of things lined up for AUD USD for you guys to catch this candlestick here. Can you believe how amazing our skill has grown over the years to be able to pinpoint one candlestick to get in on? Guys, do you know how massively beneficial that is for entries on leverage trades as well? You guys are snipers in the market. You guys are snipers, and kudos to you guys for just being steadfast to your trading plan and your strategies and just taking these trades and just rocking out, guys. You guys are amazing. All right, amazing. All right, so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is my time. I believe we are good to go here. One and done. One and done. So we are 2 up for this week, today being Wednesday. Tomorrow is the last day for trading. So guys, guess what? There's no way I cannot be profitable for this week. We won trade yesterday. We won the trade today. That's 2-0. I don't know what y'all percentages are, but all I'm simply saying is for tomorrow, don't go over trading. Don't go over leveraging. Trade easy tomorrow, guys. Because if you lose one trade, that should not, I do put in the word should not wipe your profits out. Unless for some reason you either over leverage or you go over trade. I'm telling you from now. So if you are in profits today, Wednesday, this week is profitable for you, ladies and gentlemen, don't go over leveraging or over trading tomorrow. Go easy. Go easy. So for example, yesterday, 3%, today, 3%. So let's say that's a 6% return for the last 2 days. Why would I go risk a double up? Why would I do a double up tomorrow, which if I do a 3% trade and try and double up, if I lose, I'm losing 9%. That would be unwise. That would be unwise. So don't do that. If you want to risk 3%, then you know you're ending the week with 3% because you'd have lost 3 out of the 3 that you want. Guess what, guys? That's fine if you want to do that. Me personally, I'm going for 1% tomorrow. So I end the week with 7%. Based on what we did yesterday or last night, for those of you who are on Profits After Dark, if you can just do on average 1% a day, 2% a day, ladies and gentlemen, if you just do that on average over a week, over months, over a year, you are beating the S&P 500. You're beating the average return on historical levels. I don't think you guys understand how powerful that is. Just be consistent with the small amounts and it will pay huge dividends over time. All right. So we're ready to go. USD JPY is now telling us that it's set up, but it's 6 o'clock. It's almost down to the floor. Wonderful. You guys, if you wish to continue trading, you guys can check that out. I am finito. I am done. There will be no more trading for me for the rest of the morning. All right, I'm gonna head off, handle my children, get them off and ready for school, make some nice yummy breakfast, and get started with the day. We've already done what we were called to do, and so the rest of the day is through. All right, we're done here. Amazing, guys. For those of you who are on YouTube, who are following along, I hope you guys were able to follow along. If not, and you would like some further information, please do go ahead and just drop teach in the comment box below. Drop teach in the comment box below, and we'll be glad to invite you to our Beyond the Charts mentorship course that's going to walk you through all the things that you need to know for this strategy and others, and just to understand the nature of the currency markets. Okay. We look at the stock market as well. We look at cryptocurrency as well. We look at all markets, guys. All right. This is not just for Forex. This is not just for your X. This is for the entire financial markets. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, have an amazing rest of your day. Please do go ahead and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever we go live. We go live on Wednesday morning at 5 a.m. each and every single week. Wednesday at 5 a.m. That is Central Standard Time, and that would be 6 a.m. Central Daylight Time, or rather, I should say Eastern Daylight Time for those of you in North America. All right, so if you're in the United States, it will be 6 a.m. your time, 5 a.m. our time here in Jamaica. All right. So AUDJPY is coming on down, ringing the bell. She's literally at the trend line right now. Timing, guys, is everything. May the divine forces in me greet the divine forces in you. May you all manifest each and every heart's desire. Ashe family, one love. Have an amazing rest of your day. This is Mark with the C. I'm out, guys. Peace.